Shivaya, Om Namah 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 Shivaya. हर नमः पार्वती पतये, हर हर महादेव, शंभो शंकर। बोलिए श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओम सर्व वेदांत सिद्धांता गोचरं तम गोचरं गोविंदं परमानंदं सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्, सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. Disciple, he is requesting, Master, कृपया श्रूयतां स्वामिन्, प्रश्नः अयं क्रियते मया. Please listen, question asked by me. यद् उत्तरम् अहं श्रुत्वा कृतार्थः स्यां भवन्मुखात्. Having heard, having listened, reply from you, my life will be fulfilled. Aham krutartah bhavami. Then what is the question in the next sloka? It is said, this is very important sloka. को नाम बन्धः कथमेषागतः, को नाम बन्धः कथमेषागतः, कथं प्रतिष्ठास्य कथं विमोक्षः, कथं प्रतिष्ठास्य कथं विमोक्षः, को सावनात्मा परमः कात्मा, को सावनात्मा परमः कात्मा, तयोर्विवेकः कथमेतदुच्यताम्, तयोर्विवेकः कथमेतदुच्यताम्. Once we will chant together. को नाम बन्धः कथमेषागतः, कथं प्रतिष्ठास्य कथं विमोक्षः, को सावनात्मा परमः कात्मा, तयोर्विवेकः कथमेतदुच्यताम्. When we approach spiritual master, what kind of question should be asked? Here, Pujya Adi Shankaracharya described his saying, after approaching master, we should not waste their time, his time, master's time, and we should not ask worldly kind of things. This disciple, one who approached master duly, vidhi vidhanena, he understood what is the glory and greatness of the self-knowledge, and after listening a few sentences from Guru, this disciple also himself coined few words, technical terms used in the scriptures. So now he is putting his words in such a way so that master also will feel, yes, this disciple is having that intensified, means tivra mumukshutvam. He wants to get liberation. Not only that, this disciple, now he is getting clarity also about his life and about his goal of life, what should be achieved in his life. Ko nama bandhaha. Number 1. You can put 1, 2, 3. How many questions asked in this verse sloka? We'll see. Even though these are appearing as different questions, but in fact only one question. The disciple wants to get liberation. How to get liberation? Only important one. So, ko nama bandhaha. To get liberation, first he should know what is the bondage also. Ko means kaha. Ko nama bandhaha. What is this bandhaha, bondage? Number 2. Katam eshaha agataha. Katam, how. Eshaha, this. Agataha, has come into being, has come into existence. How this bondage came into existence? Oh Master, please let me know. Third question. Katham pratishta asya. Pratistasya is there. Pratishta plus asya. That yes shape mark is there, na? That is called avagraha. We have to pronounce it as a. Katham, how. Asya pratishta. Asya means of this. Of this means within bracket you can put of this bondage. Pratishta. Pratishta means the stay, the continuity. How this bondage is continuing to exist. Earlier question, Katham eshaha agataha, how it has come into existence. Third question, Katham pratishta asya, how this bondage is continuing to exist. What is this pratishta? Next one, Katham vimokshaha. Fourth one, Katham, how. Vimokshaha, how is liberation is possible? How we can get liberation? How I can get liberation? So Katham vimokshaha, how is liberation? Next, fifth one, na? Yes, 4 completed. Fifth one, ko asau anatma. Next one, ko savanatma is there. Kaha plus asau, break that one. Asau plus anatma. Ko savanatma. Kaha asau anatma. Kaha, what is? Who is? But who is we should not take here. What is? Asau, that. Anatma, non-self. What is that non-self? What is that anatma? Next question. Sixth one. Paramaha kaha atma. Paramaha, supreme. Kaha, what? Atma, self. What is the supreme self? Means what is atma? What is anatma? Kaha asau anatma. What is anatma? Paramaha kaha atma. What is the supreme self? Sixth question. Next, seventh one. Tayoho vivekaha katham. Tayoho means of these two, of these both. What are these two here of these two? What is anatma? What is supreme atma? What is atma? What is self? What is non-self? Tayoho, of these two. Vivekaha, discrimination. Katham, how? How to discriminate between atma and anatma? Katham plus etat uchyatam. Etat means this. Uchyatam may be explained. Krupaya. Krupaya word is given in earlier sloka. Krupaya. Kindly, please explain to me. May be explained. So this is humble request made by Shishya. He wants to know what is bondage, how bondage came into existence, how bondage is continuing to exist, And what is the liberation? What is Anatma? What is Atma, Supreme Self? And how to discriminate between these two, Atma and Anatma? Please let me know. So these questions should fix in our mind. Not questions, of course, we are going to see reply also answers. When we are going to listen, remaining part of this Vivekachudamani, until now what we heard, all these things are connected to these 7 questions. First, the seeker, he understood he was in the ignorant state. He was in the bondage. So what is the step of evolution of the jiva is understanding his ignorant state. When person understood himself he was in the bondage, then he will try to come out from that bondage. When person can understand he is in the slavery, Banisattva, then he will try to get freedom, Swatantrata. Because of ignorance, if he is in the bondage and if he cannot understand that he is in the bondage, so many bandhanas are there, then there is no possibility of come out from that bondage. So here, the seeker, the student, one who is questioning like this, he understood, yes, I am in the bandhana, bondage. So I want to come out from this bondage. How to come out this bondage? First, he has to understand how it has come. Is it really there or not? If it is there, how it is created? How it has came into existence? And because of what it is sustaining? Because that jiva from crores of lives undergoing so many experiences, ways of opposites. It's going on and on and on. That bondage is continuing. What are the factors making that bondage to continue? See, when we want to come out from the problem, first we have to understand the nature of the problem. What is the problem which we are undergoing? How that problem came? What is the cause of that problem? These things will help us even in our worldly transactions also to come out from problems and to be happy. Liberation, this moksha is okay, permanent moksha sthiti. Even day-to-day life also, whatever we are facing, life challenges, problems, first we have to take pause and think. What is the problem? Before thinking about entire thing, first we should question, really problem is existing or not? Because so many times our mind will imagine something and it will create on its own problems and will be suffering also. So what is the problem? How that problem came? What is the cause of that one? If that problem is go on continuing like that only, why it is continuing? What are the factors making that problem to continue? Then how to come out from that problem? We have to understand clearly what is the problem and what is the solution. If problem itself is not there, then no need to spend lot of time to solve the problem. Remove that thought of problem, then we will be happy. So here, when that jiva is feeling he has bondage, then he has to understand what is the bondage, bandhana, how it has come, how it is existing, how can he come out from that bondage. What is bandhana? Konama bandhaka. All of us in this world, when we are living, we are having so many limitations. Parimitatva is there. Bandhana means that which is limiting our happiness. From one standpoint, bandhana means that which is limiting our freedom. Bandhana means that which is causing sorrow, dukkha to us. Wherever bondage will be there we feel this dukkha, there we feel limitation, there we feel all kinds of negativities. Liberation is that moksha, that which is free from limitations, means infinite, not finite. No limitation, no sorrow, complete freedom. And how we are feeling this bandhana, everything also will be expounded in detail in following verses also. In earlier slokas already we have seen, if you remember, how that person, he was feeling so much pain. It's like a burning kind of thing. Swamin namaste nataloka bandho karunya sindho patitam bhavabdho. Oh master, please save me, protect me, I am drowning in this ocean of samsara, he said. So that is bondage. Ocean of samsara, and this is Davagni, we have seen all those things also. And when that person came to know this is the bondage, yes, solution is there, available, moksha is there. Then how to get that moksha? To get moksha, he has to analyze what is Atma, what is Anatma. And one more thing, bondage means connecting with Anatma will create bondage. Please remember this. Association with non-self leads to bondage. Identifying with Anatma will create bondage. Identifying with Atma, realizing Atma, will lead to moksha, liberation. See, in simple terms, in brief, we have seen these things. Elaborately, in so many slokas, Pujya Shankaracharya expounded. What are all these things? What is bondage? What is liberation? How to get that liberation, etc. So these are the 7 questions. Now all of you please note, in this Vivekachudamani, how many slokas are there? 581. Yes? In these 581 slokas, some places you may see only 580 also. So in these slokas, how these 7 questions were replied, one by one you can note down. Okay. First sloka is Mangalacharana sloka. Now you can please note. This is like bird's eye view. If we note these points, what we are going to discuss now, we will get an entire idea about Vivekachudamani. Very important. Please note. You can put, it's like a column. Means sloka number, then what are the points discussed, like 2 columns. First to 66 sloka. This is the basic introduction. First to 66. See, this is broad kind of category, not in very particular. Predominantly in these slokas, whatever discussed, we are going to see now. 66 to up to 70. Katam vimokshaha, question asked here, na? How to get liberation. In these slokas, it is given reply. 67 to 70. (71 to 123 slokas. 71 to 123. What is anatma? Given. What is anatma? What is anatma? What is the question here? Kosavanatma. Kosavanatma. What is anatma? In this one, what is the gross body? What is the subtle body? What is the causal body? Stula, Sukshma, Sharira, Vivarana has been given. The description of 3 bodies. What is anatma? Avastatraya, etc. From sloka number 124 to 136. Paramahka Atma. What is Supreme Self? What is Atma? Described. 137 to 138. Means in these 2 slokas. Konama Bandha. In simple terms. Of course, Kahanama Bandha, Konama Bandha here and there also discussed. Konama Bandha. 139 to 144 sloka, up to this sloka. Katam yeshaha agataha. This disciple asked, na, how this bondage came into being, came into existence. Katam yeshaha agataha. Replied in this slokas. 139 to 144. Next. 145 to 146. Katam pratistasya. How bondage is sustained. Continuing to sustain. Continuing to exist. 147 to 240 slokas. Tayoho vivekaha kaha. Tayoho vivekaha means what is the what you call discrimination between Atma and Anatma. Tayoha means of these 2. Tayoho vivekaha kaha. In this sloka we have seen the last question. Tayoho vivekaha katam. So the main topic of Viveka has been expounded in these slokas 147 to 240. Right. Next. 241 to 266. Swanubhava has been expounded. Means experience of Atma. The Swanubhava is possible when that Viveka has done properly. Of course, here and there 2-3 verses are connected to Atma and Anatma also. The Viveka of Atma and Anatma. See, I already told you this is broad way of dividing these slokas. Because in these slokas here and there other points also have been touched. Okay. Next. 267 to 425. 267 to 425 slokas. Brahmaatmana samstiti he has been given. Means abidance in the self. Abidance in the self. Brahmaatmana samstiti. Next. 426 verse 2. 472 verse. Muktihi has been given. The state of liberation. the state of liberation. What is moksha? Here it is said. (473 to 479 slokas). The final upadesha given means instructions to students. The final instructions to the student. What is there after realization? Means after explaining the state of moksha. Why these instructions means? It is like that when parents, they will send that student to another place to study for higher studies. When they will go to railway station or airport, they will say, you have to take care of your health and do this one, that one. These are the food kept for you, so you can eat this food thing. All those things will be said by parents, mother and father. And father will be saying, if you want money immediately, you can call us, I will send. It's like that. From the house, they will start. No? In between also they will be saying this one, that one, to do that one, like that. At the end, about to enter into the train, that time again finally mother and father will say something. Yes, so don't forget to eat these things. Within 2 days you try to finish, otherwise afterwards it will not be tasty. Like that, again and again. Final words. That boy or girl, they also can understand. It's because of out of love, they will be saying again and again. So whatever said by them earlier, at the end again they will say few words. In the same way, Guru Mahatma in Gurukula, that a disciple, first he approached, please protect me, please save me from this bondage, from these sorrows, problems. So then he said, no danger for you, don't worry, don't get terrified, solution is there, no problem at all for you, so you can receive this self-knowledge. He expounded everything, and at the end, again, that Guru Mahatma is giving, imparting few instructions to the disciple. So here final, that Upadesha. Next, 480 to 520 slokas. After receiving that wonderful knowledge from Guru, till now Guru is saying, Guru is explaining everything. Then after this, from 480 to 520 slokas, the student expresses his experience. Now he got it. Dhanyosmi kritakrityosi. First Mahatma, this teacher said when he approached. Then at the end, the disciple will say Dhanyosmi kritakrityosmi. In Bhagavad Gita, like in Arjuna Vishada Yoga, Arjuna approached Lord Krishna as Bhagavan, I can't do anything, please save me, protect me, you can impart on that knowledge so that I will come to know what is my dharma. At the end of Bhagavad Gita, the Arjuna, he said, Nasto moha smritilla. My delusion has been removed. Now I got that knowledge. Now very clear what should be done by me. So in the same way, the spiritual disciple, the spiritual seeker, after receiving that knowledge, when he experienced that Tattva Swarupa, Atma Sakshatkara, he got it. So he expresses his experience of the self. Wonderful slokas are there. When we will explain, we will see. Next, 522, 581. These are the concluding verses, very important portion. Beginning, introduction, few slokas, and at the end, concluding verses, concluding slokas. Prarambha and Sampurna. So this is bird's eye view of this entire Vivekachudamani. Now, what are the questions asked here? What is bondage? How it came into existence? how it is continuing to exist, and what is the liberation, how to get that liberation, what is Atma and what is Anatma. Kosavanatma, Paramahta Tayo Vivekaha Katam Etat Uchatam. Please kindly let me know how the discrimination is possible between this Atma and Anatma, so that I will come to know what is Atma Swarupa. So all these questions replied in this Vivekachudamani. Of course, in the beginning we have seen Shishya Lakshana, Guru Lakshana, Guru Pasadana, and Tatpada Vichara, Tvampada Vichara, that Lakshartha we have seen. All these points also discussed. The Jivan Mukta Purusha Sthiti. After getting liberation, what will be the experience of that Mahatma? In other terms, in the beginning of the text we have seen. Clear? Clear or not? Okay. I'm seeing all of you know. Okay. Next, after listening this question from disciple, what that Guru he is saying, this is very important and very nice also. That Guru, he felt so happy after listening these questions. The list given, please kindly give reply. This is the wonderful thing. In our academic studies, Gurus, they will prepare, teachers, they will prepare question paper and we have to answer. Yes, then we will get marks. But here in the spiritual path, very wonderful. Disciples, they have that special privilege to ask questions. Not asking questions, the big list can be given to that Guru Mahatma. Then Guru, he has to give reply. Okay, this is the reply to your question, like that. Wonderful way. And after listening these questions from disciple, Guru is saying, Sri Guru Ruvacha, Sri Guru Ruvacha, Dhanyosi Kruta Krutyosi, Dhanyosi Kruta Krutyosi, Pavitam Te Kulam Tvaya, Pavidam te kulam tvaya, Yeda vidya bandha muktya, Yeda vidya bandha muktya, Brahmi bhavitumichasi, Brahmi bhavitumichasi. Once we will chant together. Sri Guru Ruvacha, Dhanyosi Kruta Krutyosi, Pavitam te kulam tvaya, Yeda vidya bandha muktya, Brahmi bhavitumichasi. Sri Guru Uvacha. Master, he told, he is saying, he is appreciating that disciple like anything. That Guru's heart filled with so much happiness, and he's saying Dhanyosi, Krutakrutyosi. When just the disciple asked these questions, that Guru, he understood, this is the Jiva really in the state of evolution. Almost he is reaching the peak state of his evolution. That's why he could ask these kind of questions. Ordinary person, ordinary being cannot put up these kind of questions. One who is fit to get liberation, one who started thinking about the self, he only can ask these kind of questions. Means one Jiva, he is ready to become Brahmacharini. It's not becoming like that. He is going to realize his own self. So he is saying, Dhanyosi. Hey, you are so blessed. Dhanyosi. Directly he is addressing the disciple. You are not ordinary kind of person. Dhanyosi. Not only that, Krutakrutyaha asi. Krutakrutyosi is there. Krutakrutyaha asi. Asi means you are. Tattvamasi is there, no? That thou art. like that. Asi means you are. Krutakrutyaha, you are fulfilled. You are krutakrutya, you are dhanya, you are blessed, you are fulfilled. Your life is fulfilled. You are so great. Not only that, pavitam te kulam tvaya. Pavitam means sanctified, purified. Pavitam. Pavanam means purified. Pavitam, sanctified, means purified. Te, yours, kulam, your entire lineage, clean. Kulam means clean. Tvaya, by you, your entire lineage has been purified. Just he came and asked these questions, and he is saying, you are blessed, and not only that, your entire lineage also must get purified. Why? Because yed avidya bandha muktya brahmi bhavitum ichchasi. Yed avidya bandha muktya yet ichchasi. Ichchasi word is there in the end of the sloka, you see. Ichchasi means you want, you wish. Yet ichchasi. Yet means that you wish, you want. Brahmi bhavitum. Brahmi bhavitum. You want to attain the state of Brahman. It's not ordinary kind of thing. Ordinary jiva cannot think like this. He doesn't have this kind of desire to get liberation. Only blessed person can have this kind of thought, this kind of wish. So, Brahmi bhavitum ichchasim avidya bandha muktya. Avidya, ignorance. Bandha means bondage. Muktya means getting freedom, getting liberation. So, avidya bandha muktya means by getting free from the bondage of ignorance. By getting free from the bondage of ignorance, and bhavitum, Brahmi bhavitum ichchasi. You want to attain the state of Brahman. So you are so blessed, fulfilled, your life is fulfilled, and your entire family also is purified. Why here it is said, even not only in this Vivekachudamani, in our Shastra, so many places it is said, if one noble soul is born in one family, one good person is there in the family, one noble soul is there in the family, one devotee, one bhakta is there in the family, one jignasu, mumukshu is there in the family, one great jnani is there in the family, then not only that person, one who is the noble soul, good person, devotee, mumukshu, jnani, not only that person, whoever come into contact with that person, means family members, friends, wherever he's staying in that village, in that state, entire that country, not only that one, it is said, Vasudha, means this entire earth also will be purified. Wow, such kind of great compliment given. We cannot call it as compliment, because this is the rarest kind of thing in anyone's life, having desire to get liberation. It's a simple thing. When one good person is there, around him positive vibrations will be created. Other people also will follow that person, will get that goodness. So in the same way here also, whenever that jiva, he has the desire to get liberation, that time itself is very auspicious moment, that mangalakara kshana, we can say. Not only in his life, in all others' life, those who are connected to him. And here in scriptures it is said, when one Brahmajnani is there in family, in that family, all others also will get Brahmajnana, it is said. It's true, because that is the power of this self-knowledge. You might have heard Bhakta Prahlada's story in Bhagavata. When that Hiranyakashipu, he challenged the devotion of that Prahlada, he asked, where is your Srihari? He said, all pervading. So when that Srihari, he came and he killed that Hiranyakashipu. Afterwards, that Bhagwan, he was made peaceful by Prahlada's stuti. Afterwards, that Narasimha Bhagwan, he asked Prahlada, my dear son, my dear child, please ask any boon. Whatever you want, I am ready to give. Then that Prahlada, he said, Bhagwan, again you want to put me in Maya? Again you want to put me in Samsara? After getting your darshan, what I want to get else? I don't want anything. So Bhagwan blessed him. And he again asked, you can ask something. Already you said, yes, you don't want anything. And Prahlada, he said, if you want to give Bhagwan, you can bless me like that. I should not have any desire at all. So that desireless state will be required. Then when Bhagwan, he asked, then Prahlada, he said, my father, he was in ignorant state. That's why he could not understand your glory. Please save him. Please protect him from all sins committed by him in ignorant state. Because he behaved in such a way, it's a cruel way, and he committed so many sins. He even neglected you, neglected your glories also. Then Bhagwan, he said, Prahlada, you are so great. Even though your father, he troubled you a lot. Not only troubled, he tortured you a lot. He wanted to kill you also. But you are having such kind of devotion for your Pita, your father, and you are asking to protect him, save him. For his Unnata Gati, for his higher, state, you are praying. But listen one thing, where, like Prahlada, like you, devotee born, in that family, not one person, 21 generations, before and after also, all these generations were blessed already. They are blessed. They are purified. They will not go to hell. Don't. So this entire credit goes to that devotee. This is the glory of devotion and self-knowledge. So all of us, we are studying these scriptures means it is not ordinary kind of thing. It's great blessings. It is said, one more thing you can note down. We will continue a few more minutes. Okay, let it complete this thought. In the Shastra, it is said, one who is having to get liberation, that thought also, Kulam Pavitram Janani Krutartha. The entire that lineage is Pavitram, purified, and Janani Krutartha, Janani mother, Krutartha, her life also is fulfilled. See, in our worldly things also, if children, they will achieve something, we say, no, your parents are so great, your gurus are so great, we say. So, Janani Krutartha, Vasundara Punyavati Chetena. Vasundara, this entire earth also, Punyavati. Punyavati, it's so, sacred that. That's why it is said, wherever that Mahatma is walking, that Bhumata, the earth, mother of earth, feels so happy because so many, bad natured people, negative kind of people, when they are walking on the earth, Bhumata, she has to, she has to hold them, all of them, and she feels so much burden. when adharmic people will be there. That's why Mother Earth will be going and praying, Bhagwan, please come and reduce my this burden by dharma samstapana. So Vasundhara punyavati cha tena, by whom all these things are possible, it is said. It's so beautiful. Those who wants to get this liberation and those who receive that self-knowledge, such kind of people, wherever they are, in which kula they are born, that kula is purified, and their parents, his parents also, their life also will be fulfilled, and this entire earth also is sanctified. It becomes so pure. This is the greatness and glory of the self-knowledge and one who received that self-knowledge. We will see in the next class also the entire proper slokas of this one. This is very important. Kulam pavitram janani krutantam. Okay. Om loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om asato ma satgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amrutangamaya. Om purnamada purnamidam purnat purnamudachyate purnasya purnamadaya purnamevavashishyate. Om shanti shanti shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. గురువు గారిని సమీపించినటువంటి శిష్యుడు ఆధ్యాత్మిక విద్యను పొందడం కోసము తను కొన్ని ప్రశ్నలు అడుగుతూ, గురువుగారు దయచేసి వీటికి సమాధానాలు చెప్పండి అని ప్రార్థిస్తున్నారు. ఈ శ్లోకంలో వచ్చేసి 49వ శ్లోకంలో కోనామ బంధ, బంధనం అంటే ఏంటి, కథం ఏష ఆగత, ఈ బంధనము ఎలా వచ్చింది, కథం ప్రతిష్ట అస్య, ఈ బంధనం అన్నటువంటిది ఎలా నిలిచి ఉంటూ ఉంది, కారణం ఏంటి, కథం విమోక్ష, మోక్షాన్ని ఎలా పొందగలుగుతాం, మోక్షం ఎలా సాధ్యమవుతుంది, కోసావనాత్మ, అనాత్మ అంటే ఏంటి, పరమఃక ఆత్మ, పరమమైనటువంటి ఆత్మస్వరూపం అంటే ఏంటి, తయో వివేక కథం, ఆత్మకి అనాత్మకి మధ్య ఉన్నటువంటి భేదాన్ని ఎలా తెలుసుకోవాలి, వాటి మధ్య విచక్షణ చేయడం ఎలా, దయచేసి ఈ ప్రశ్నలకి సమాధానం చెప్పండి అనేసి గురువుగారిని ప్రార్థించడం జరుగుతుంది. ఇందాక మనం చెప్పుకున్నాము ఇంగ్లీష్ క్లాస్ లో ఈ మొత్తం వివేక చూడమనిలో ఉన్నటువంటి 581 శ్లోకాలు ఏ శ్లోకాల్లో ఏ అంశాల గురించి చెప్పున్నారన్నటువంటి చెప్పుకున్నాము. చాలా మందికి అది అర్థమైంది అనుకుంటున్నాం. ఓకే కదా, ఇంకోసారి సందర్భం వచ్చినప్పుడు తర్వాత మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి తెలుగులో ఇంకొంచెం వివరంగా చెప్పుకుందాము. ఏ శ్లోకాల నుంచి ఏ అంశాలు చర్చించారు అన్నటువంటిది, ఈ మొత్తం ప్రశ్నలన్నింటికి కూడా సమాధానాలు అన్నటువంటివి చెప్పడం జరిగింది. ఈ ప్రశ్న విన్న తర్వాత శిష్యుడు ఎంతో ఆనందంతో, శిష్యుడు అడిగినటువంటి ప్రశ్నలు విన్న తర్వాత గురువుగారు ఎంతో ఆనందంతో, ఇంత అద్భుతమైనటువంటి ప్రశ్నలు అడుగుతున్నటువంటి నువ్వు ధన్యోసి కృతకృత్యోసి, చాలా ధన్యుడివి, నీ జన్మ ధన్యమైంది, కృతకృత్యుడు అయి ఉన్నావు. ఎందుకు అంటే ఇటువంటి ప్రశ్నలు అడుగుతున్నటువంటి నువ్వు బ్రహ్మతత్వాన్ని పొందబోతూ ఉన్నావు. ఇది ఎలా అంటే మెడికల్ కాలేజ్లో చేరిన తర్వాత ఇంకా చదువుకుంటూ ఉన్న రోజుల్లోనే తల్లిదండ్రులు చెప్తూ ఉంటారు, మా వాడు డాక్టర్ అంటుంటారు. అంటే పూర్తిగా ఇంకా అయిపోలేదు చదువు, కానీ డాక్టర్ అన్న పదం అయితే వాడుతూ ఉంటారు కదా. సో అదే విధంగా ఇక్కడ కూడా ముముక్షు బ్రహ్మజ్ఞానం పొందాలి అని అనుకుంటున్నాడు. సో పొందాలనుకున్నాడంటే బ్రహ్మతత్వాన్ని పొందినట్లే, బ్రహ్మస్వరూపం. అందుకోసమని నువ్వు ధన్యుడివి, కృతకృత్యుడివి, పావితంతే కులం త్వయ, నీ వల్ల మీ మొత్తం ఆ కుటుంబం అంతా కూడా, నువ్వు జన్మించినటువంటి ఆ కులం అంతా కూడా పవిత్రం అవుతుంది ఆయన అని చెప్తున్నారు. ఎందుకు అంటే అవిద్య వల్ల ఏర్పడినటువంటి బంధం నుండి నువ్వు బయటపడి బ్రహ్మీ భవితం ఇచ్చేసి ఓ బ్రహ్మతత్వాన్ని పొందాలనుకుంటున్నాను. ఇది సామాన్యమైన విషయము కాదు. చాలా అరుదైనటువంటి జీవులు మాత్రమే ఈ బ్రహ్మతత్వాన్ని పొందాలని అనుకుంటారు. ఈ తత్వాన్ని పొందినటువంటి వాళ్ళు ఉన్నటువంటి కుటుంబం ఆ పరిసర ప్రాంతాలు, భూమి మొత్తం కూడా పవిత్రమవుతుంది అని చెప్తున్నారు. ఉదాహరణ వచ్చేసి ప్రహ్లాదుల వారి గురించి చెప్పుకొని ఉన్నాము. వాళ్ళ నాన్నగారిని ఉద్ధరించండి హిరణ్యకశిపుణ్ణి భగవంతుని వేడుకున్నప్పుడు, నాయన ప్రహ్లాద, నువ్వు జన్మించినటువంటి ఈ వంశంలో పాపులు ఎవరుంటారు నాయన, 21 తరాల వాళ్ళు ఆల్రెడీ వాళ్ళందరూ కూడా పవిత్రులు అయి ఉన్నారు, వాళ్ళకి నరకం ఉండదు, అందరూ కూడా ఉన్నత గతిని పొందుతారని చెప్పడం జరిగింది. ఇది ఆధ్యాత్మిక విద్య యొక్క, భక్తి యొక్క మహాత్మ్యం, గొప్పతనం అన్నమాట. దీనికి సంబంధించి కొంచెం వివరణ తర్వాత చెప్పుకుందాం. ఓం శాంతి శాంతి శాంతి. హరి ఓం. శ్రీ గురుభ్యో